You are not your thoughts. This was mind blowing to me when I learned this a decade ago. I thought, what do you mean I'm not my thoughts? I'm not the stories that I told myself, bad stories that I was this or that. This is amazing, and I want you to learn it. I wish I learned this earlier growing up instead of, in my 50s. I want to read you this quote. What a liberation to realize that the voice in the head is not who I am. Who am I then? The one who sees that. Eckhart Tolle. My name is Sherold Barr. I have been many things in my life. I've had 2 successful businesses that I started, coaching and a high-tech PR firm. And I chased success and money in my life, and after a near-fatal car wreck 6 years ago, I really look back on everything, and I've had many spiritual awakenings as a result of trauma. Your task in life is to wake up from the trance. That's every day, getting up, doing the same things, thinking the same old thoughts, going to work, coming home, doing the same old thing. That's living from a place of the trance. Probably turning on the television set and getting programmed for your for your war or whatever else you need. It is important to stay in touch with politics and what's going on, but not to be programmed so that your whole perception of life becomes that. If you stay stuck in a job, it's a thought that keeps you there. And if you find yourself stuck, it's because of a belief. You've thought that thought so many times, it's now a belief. To find freedom and peace from this mind that spins stories all the time, most of them negative, that's what we're here to do today. So I want to share with you how to take control of your mind instead of your mind driving the car. Your mind is the steering wheel of your life. That's a good metaphor. And if you're not driving it, you're driving it asleep. So this is about being conscious. If you identify with your thinking and believe everything your left brain, this is the left hemisphere, the language center, this brain has the ability to take us into the future or back into the past. We spend a lot of time in both of those, but not in the present moment where we're truly living our life moment by moment by moment, making choices, thinking thoughts, believing things. So I want you to wake up from this trance and learn to take responsibilities for your thoughts. And when you get into a place of overwhelm where everything feels overwhelming, and that can happen quite a bit right now because we have no control over the outside world. The only thing we have control of is what we think about the outside world. And that's a pretty big concept. I can give money to support the people in Turkey and Syria from the earthquake relief, but I can't change the fact that it's happened. So that's what I'm talking about. When you get into this place of overwhelm, I want you to stop. Just stop and breathe. Drop inside. Go inside your body. Feel the feelings, tensions. Do you feel like your shoulders are up here? Just observe what's going on and then say to yourself, what was I thinking? What was I thinking about that made me feel this way? This can be hard to do. My husband John has difficulty being aware of his thinking. And so because of where I am now, having gone through these spiritual awakenings and traumas, I have a different perspective of it. So I want to help you understand that you can get through these things. I want you to grab that steering wheel of your life, your mind and your thoughts, and I want you to drop inside, notice what's going on, breathe, name it. Is it your gut? Is this the place you always have stress? So just begin to be familiar with yourself. And remember, another really important thing I learned is that we're here for self-realization. This is the school of life. Everybody's doing it differently, but the fact that you can begin to be conscious of what you want and create that and get rid of the negative beliefs that are blocking you from that is pretty amazing. I want to tell you how a belief system is created. Circumstances are going to happen in your life. For example, I was in a car wreck. I get to choose how I go through that. Now, at the time I went through it, I had done enough. I'd been through enough that I knew how I didn't want to do things anymore. Like I didn't want to put myself in prison of my thoughts, which I had with my younger brother's death. But at this point, 6 years ago, I knew that it was up to me. And then I had a near-death experience after the third surgery in this. I have 6 abdominal surgeries in 4 months, 5 in 15 days. And I survived, just amazingly well. And after the third surgery, I had a near-death experience. And a voice that was not mine came in, was like transmitted in the darkness. And it said, you get to choose how you go through this experience. What will you choose? And I immediately thought, I don't want to be a victim. I'm going to choose the high road. And the high road to me meant, I thought, love and gratitude. And that's what I'll use to help me heal. So that question that I believe was my spiritual guide asking informed and showed me that I got to choose. We come down here with free will. So, I've used this in the worst situations. I know it works. You can find, and I've found it, and I have proof, how things are happening for us for the better, and things are put in place before we go through some big traumas to help us get through those traumas. And I find that remarkable. It's just we're not looking for it, the good. We're looking only at the bad. So I want you to wake up. I want you to set off, and wherever you are in your life, I want you to begin to understand that you really live in 2 worlds. You're living in your inner world, which is your thoughts, beliefs, subconscious, all of that. And then the outer world is going on around you. And what happens out there, we can't control. The only thing we can control is here. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I'm going to share with you everything I wish I'd learned earlier and the things that I practice now. Everything I share with you is based on my own experience, and I believe my experience is truth, and I hope you will learn to do that as well. Thank you, and share this with your friends, and I'll see you next time.